Colin Philp. I'm the manager at Leleuvia Island Resort. Quite a while ago, when we first got to Leleuvia, we actually started planting in the ocean before we planted on land. So our emphasis was on coral planting and rejuvenating the marine ecosystem around the island, which had been badly damaged from what was coming off the island in terms of chemicals and just waste that was coming through the sand into the ocean. We've seen it on our travels on the Utanyalo. Some villages that we pull up, the water is beautiful, clear, pristine. But then when you go underwater and you look at the coral, it's all dead. The only assumption you can make is that chemicals are coming out of the land. At Leleuvia, we've had a marine protected area for a little over 8 years now, going on 9 years. And you know, one of the greatest things we witness is guests coming back over and over again and telling us, wow, you know, just from 6 months ago, a year ago, they noticed the difference. We're here every day, so we don't notice it as much. But it's the returning guests that tell us the improvement and the huge biodiversity, the richness in our biodiversity of our reefs. That's how we started off thinking about being chemical-free in our gardens. When we started here, there was only one breadfruit tree and a couple of pawpaw trees, but now we've got pineapples, lots of different bananas. In the vegetables, we've got bele, tumbua, cucumbers, eggplant. We grow a little bit of Chinese cabbage, and we're growing dalo as well, 3 or 4 different varieties of dalo. All of this has been achieved by just completely off chemicals and using our own made on the island fertilizers and pesticides. Basically, whatever comes out of the kitchen, we're using in the garden. So most of our vegetable and fruit scraps are going into our compost bins. And then our fertilizers, our teas, that they call them fertilizer teas, we're using banana skin, we're using kura, we're using even ground coffee. After we make coffee, we end up with ground coffee, the grass clippings. So when we cut the grass on the island, we make a tea out of the grass clippings. And whenever we catch any fish, we clean the fish, the scales, the bones, the leftovers, the guts, they all go into a bucket. We fill it up with rainwater, leave it for a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and then we strain that and dilute it, and we can use that as a fertilizer. It's amazing the difference. I mean, even now flowering plants, just by using those fertilizers, we see them a lot healthier, the leaves a lot greener and flowering a lot more. And we're really excited about the next couple of years and what we can achieve just from what we've learned so far. With organics, if you do take the plunge to rid chemicals out of your gardens and out of your life, it will take time, but you're going to reap the benefit, and you'll see it in the health of your family, your children, and you'll be setting an example for your kids as well, for the future of Fiji.